Hi, I'm Dani, and I'm an co-artistic director of Infinite Opera Company. So it's an opera company I created with Roxanne Corda, librettist and singer, and we are just developing new operas based on science and feminism. My fourth year project was insane, basically. So I had this idea of because of my Erasmus experience. It was this kind of Erasmus is all like, oh, this is like a kind of exchange of ideas between different countries and everything. So I wanted to bring something from Spain that it wasn't like the typical kind of a flamenco or this kind of Andalusian music that is kind of more or less what is regarded as the folk music from Spain. So I actually looked at the traditions from more or less the northwest of Spain, which is a bit more related actually to England because they're like a very based on the Celtic myths and Celtic folk. So I decided to do like a kind of a masquerade, an orchestral masquerade for orchestra, theatrical performance, and just create a very big mess just for that project. So I just wrote a whole hour piece for orchestra with theatrical performance at the same time. And then I was organizing everything, and I got in contact with some villages in Spain, and I got some costumes from their actual masquerades. So there are these masquerades that happen in January, and they had this kind of insane, crazy costumes. They look fabulous. They're like very, very interesting. Like a kind of, it's like this kind of a demon satyr like masks. So yeah, so basically, I just created that masquerade that happened in these villages, just here in Birmingham, with a whole orchestra at the same time. I mean, TPO is an institution that's been like working with the conservatoire for the last 4 or 5 years. I think even in the last 2 years, they've been like even more involved with the learning and participation scheme of the conservatoire. So it was great. I mean, the music was great, the performance was great, but it was a mess in terms of organization for me because I was doing basically everything. Like I composed the music, I organized the concert, I was running the rehearsals, I was assisting conducting, I was doing basically everything. So that's why I say it was a bit of a mess for me. But actually, the project was great and it got really good reviews. And thanks to that project, actually, got the grant to do my masters. And that's why I'm here, because I did my masters, and after the masters I got this space as a BCU graduate artist, and it's like, yeah, great, why not? So yeah, actually I really owe a lot to that fourth final major project, and also to the help of TPO in organizing it. I mean, Sarah was there taking photos, Amy was playing the horn, there were some musicians from TPO, Edwin, yeah, we had also trombonist, another violin, Beatrice, I think. Yeah, Beatrice. Well, a lot of people was involved, so I cannot like remember everybody right now. But it was great, and Sarah was helping me with the percussion and with a lot of logistics as well. So it was great. Also with the rehearsal space. So I mean, thanks to TPO that project happened. I won an award with that final project. Yeah, I won the orchestral prize composition thing. I don't know. It was the Birmingham Conservatoire Orchestral Composition Award or something like that. This kind of a mix of words. It was a Birmingham Conservatoire Composition and Orchestral Prize, something like that. So kind of mix. So just pick and mix the words, and that's the yeah. Probably that's the name. I don't really remember that, but yeah, I got that award. And it was quite tricky because that year there were like really, really good pieces for orchestra written at the conservatoire. So, I mean, I think that was a really big endorsement for the work. And also I got some good reviews in Spain because they were aware that they were performing this thing here, and there's been some contacts to bring this piece back to Spain with some other orchestras, but everything, this kind of things, they go slowly. But I mean, there's people that know about all of this, and they're really interested. The performance was really well received. I mean, just having in this kind of more or less little space, like 60, 70 people, and all of them just watching this kind of weird masquerade. I mean, weird because of the masks. It's like you don't expect here just to find these costumes, these masks. So people really liked it because all this kind of mixing of not only the music, it was the music, the performance, the masks, the environment. It was great. If there's people like in TPO that are like in the fourth year and they have this kind of a final major project, I think It's a really good idea just to get in touch with a TPO, and they have a lot of resources and people that are like really skilled on many fields. And so I mean, it's like an institution like students they should really think about, because they're really good bunch of people that are lovely and very friendly and very accessible. And if you go there with a really good idea, that's gonna happen. And they're really gonna work for it if it's interesting. So I could go for it. Yeah, definitely.